Okay, so we found out what's bent, what's straight, really more what's bent than what's straight. So we're going to tackle the hub removal. I kind of already began this project before we hit record. So here's the front hub. Basically what I've done before we started the camera, disconnected the steering mechanism so I could have some freedom in movement. Then on the back side, I disconnected the bracket that holds speed sensor, brake line, and everything there. I was gonna take it apart here, but I thought it would just slide through this hole, but it doesn't. So easier just to take it off there. And took out the speed sensor. I thought that was gonna be a chore. It wasn't, came out beautifully. So now I just have, I believe, 2 nuts left. One underneath the top and one at the bottom. Now I'm really interested to see what part number is on here, because seems like they share part numbers with the California, but if you look, it doesn't. But even though the newest ones all go to a exact same number, so why the difference in now the new part for both 458 and the Californians are all the same? So I'm hoping I can get a California one because they seem to be a little more readily available and a little cheaper. And I'm just gonna leave that not completely off. Should have taken this off a long time ago. Seems, well, so far seems easy. Alrighty then. From what I read on the part here, it's a little shiny and clean, but it's 237285. I did take a picture of it to zoom in just because my eyes aren't what they used to be on up close focusing. And I wanted to see what the front hub was. Now that I have that, I can kind of see online the backside pictures of these units, which one's gonna work. So hopefully we find one that's in a reasonable amount of money. Brand new is about 2,000 Canadian and just far exceeds the budget that I have. I found 2 on the internet. One's on eBay, one's on a private site. Both, the one that's really good deal is a little questionable because there was damage to the left driver's side and broke the rim. So I'm afraid that it's gonna have that bent hub just like mine did. It didn't show like a lot of damage. Well, there was damage. So I'm a little worried about buying that one, but it's such a wicked deal. So as long as they can ensure that they did a dial gauge test on it and it comes out true and no runoff, I'll probably buy that one. If not, there is another one that looks promising also. That's still in good shape. Hopefully that's not bent. Oh, it's got a bit of a funky look to it. So it is bent, and it wasn't me hitting it either. Probably due to the accident. So great, now I gotta buy a control arm. Expense I don't want. So the footage on the front hub was unfortunately lost. More than likely my fault. I believe I erased some footage by accident. So to quickly recap what Dominic and I did, we got new to us parts for the hub and the lower control arm. The lower control arm, I did review any footage I did have, and it shows that I did not cause that bend. The bend to the lower control arm is more than likely due to the accident, which is truly no surprise. So we put the new parts on and fit like a glove, even though both parts were from a Ferrari California model. Used brand new hardware on the lower control arm, so all the nuts that have the nylon lock to them, torqued them down, and it absolutely worked perfectly. The rotor spins without a bind at all to the caliper. So lost footage, but overall success story. So time to move on to another issue with the Ferrari 458, and we do apologize that this occurred, and we hope it doesn't happen again. Welcome to the future.
Back.
So it's about almost a month since we did the other hub. So the first part of the video is about a month ago.
Yeah.
We finally saved up a little bit of money to buy a used, new to us passenger hub. So we're gonna put that on today. So let's tackle it, hey buddy?
Yeah, let's tackle.
Okay. Sorry about the wait. And I got a little bit of beard going on. Okay, so we're gonna start by taking off the brake line on this bad boy. prepared for some mess of fluid. Hopefully this goes in there. Oh boy, that is on there. Leverage. Now carefully remove the caliper from the brake rotor so I don't chip it up, and we tie it up so it doesn't get in the way and also cause damage to a very expensive piece. So I could have prevented all the climbing and steering manipulation if I actually just removed the steering rod. So when I did this, I made a rookie mistake. I hit it with a hammer to pop it out, and now I'm dealing with damaged threads at the very top. So instead of fighting it, I'm going to put it back in. Yes, a hammer at the bottom. It's the only way I could get it back. And try and repair the threads. Keep it lubricated, put a nut on, and work it back and forth. That's all I could do. Get it past the sticky spot, right?
Yeah.
I do. $1 signs. Back and forth with it a few times. Okay. Got her.
You got it?
You can use that again. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Never do what Dad did.
Yeah.
Hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it screws on there nicely.
There we go.
I'll try it without that. Okay guys, it's the next day. We thought we had to maybe sleep on how to get this hub off without causing any further damage. As you know, I almost screwed up the tie rod end, but got it fixed. But here, Dominic's gonna show you what he did. So I was trying to hit it on the bottom right here, and I wasn't getting anywhere. And then Dominic, what did you do?
I hit it right here.
Yeah, he kind of, first we got this off. Dominic started hitting right here, and it took that out. Then we tried the bottom, tried the bottom. Then we said, then Dominic said, well, I'll hit it from the side again. We hit it from the side, and that sucker
just came off.
Came right off.
Yep.
So, good job, son.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
So anyway, we got the old one off. And then, unfortunately, Dominic had retired for the evening, and I quickly kind of loosely put this one on. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good lesson learned. Don't get hard on these components, because I was thinking, you know, I'm used to still American cars where some of this is more of a stronger metal, but I think such a lightweight material on some of these things, they cannot take any kind of hitting. So I would say if anybody did this, hit on the sides, lubricate it with deep creep or whatever you want to use, and hit it from the top with the Allen key or Allen socket, and just tap it from the sides, because really it just fell right out and then fell off. So all is good. So might have to run up to the house and get the key for the car, as I did have it up at the house. Unfortunately, forgot it in my pocket. Much easier if I could turn the steering wheel. I am not very organized today. Should organize before we started. Hey, Dominic?
Yeah.
Off to the easy portions. Put the bracket back on that holds the brake lines, speed sensor cables. Pretty easy, 2 screws, nice and easy. And then we move over to the speed sensor, get it on, all good. Click, torque. Okay. What I was told, everything together clean. The way I do it.
Screw. Dad.
That I'll know. Come with me, my son. Sorry, it's Dominic on camera control today. I will get him to do some tightening in a second here. He had a wicked hockey practice today.
2 hours long.
That's what we
and
do.
I still didn't shower yet.
I can tell.
Because he was wanting me to film this video. So, yeah.
YouTube comes first, my friend. Our friends at YouTube. Okay. All right, we did not forget to put that on this time. Hey, let's attempt to try and tighten this. Stupid thing. Eastwood, I want my money back. Then it freezes all the time.
See, don't let us down.
I think it's working here.
It's working?
No. Should be beeping. Come on. Now, is it just being a boomer, or do I really need to watch a video every time I use this wrench to figure it out? I don't get it. Like, what is going on? Like, really? What is going on with this silly thing? Now it's frozen again. Look at this. Frozen again. That's good. That's good. Well, that's not right. Have you had one of those days and nothing seems to go right? Well, today is that day for this guy. Torque wrench wasn't working. Other torque wrench semi-worked, but those things are tight, so hopefully they're not too tight, but all is good. Okay, so it's time to put the rotor back on. Easy job, 2 bolts, not too tight, and we'll get her done. Trying to learn how to use that Eastwood. I don't want to badmouth them yet, but
This.
I don't want to badmouth them yet. But put an enter button on those things. Well, that spins nice. The real test is if it hits the caliper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so caliper time. Okay, getting the caliper back on is a pretty simple process. As long as you didn't hit the brakes when it was off, it fits right on. Brembo's pretty simple, nice and big, heavy. Get the 2 bolts put in, torque them down, and you're ready to go. Let's clean it up so we don't have any stuff on our beautiful caliper. Without further ado, I want to announce that all 4 hubs have now been replaced in the Ferrari. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Ow. Ow. Hurt. Hurt.
Dominic just hurt himself. He was so excited.
That thing hurt me.
Which is our old hub. See, even though we're done, it still wants to inflict pain on one of us.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's Dominic. Again, that concludes the work on the 4 hubs of the Ferrari. They're all spinning nice and true. So there's still lots of work to do. I'm going to be very picky on everything, and we'll go from there. Thanks again, guys. Yeah, I am picky. But thanks for joining us, and like and subscribe. Take care.
Thank you.
I always forget.
Always forget.
I always forget. Don't show them up my nose.
That'd be a funny clip. Bloopers. Thanks for watching today's video. Here are other videos waiting for you. See you later. There. Wait. There we go. I finally did it.